the winners really are everybody in Shreveport, particularly all the workers in bars and casinos in Shreveport. I think that's the real winners here. For those of you, your listeners that are not real familiar, Shreveport will become the 30th municipality in Louisiana to have a comprehensive smoke-free law that will include virtually every indoor workplace. The city should be very proud. We're proud of the mayor and the council.
Let me ask you this, because they delayed the implementation of this by a year to give the casinos time to prepare and to kind of recover from COVID, et cetera. Are they ready? What are they going to do now with smokers? You can't just snap your fingers and no more smokers are going to show up at our 2 casinos, correct?
Well, we're not expecting them to not show up. We're expecting them like the casinos in New Orleans and the casinos in Baton Rouge and the casinos in literally hundreds of other locations across America. We're just asking them to go outside. We're not asking you to stop smoking. Just simply go outside and don't blow those toxic fumes in the face of somebody that doesn't want it. An employee, another customer, a vendor that happens to be walking through. And so, yes, the year period, frankly, is the longest period in America that anybody has allowed a bar or casino to prepare for this. And many of them have already done that. And when New Orleans passed theirs, they had 30 days to get ready. New Orleans, Harrah's Casino downtown, built a patio outside for their smokers. Baton Rouge had about 60 days for its implementation, maybe a little bit longer than that. Of the 3 casinos that they had there, one of them built an outdoor patio. The other 2 are working on their projects right now, but they simply asked their smoking customers, as a courtesy, like every other business in the state of Louisiana, as a courtesy, just please step outside and smoke.
I read, at least I thought I saw not too long ago, and I will refer to it as a claim, I think it was Harrah's in New Orleans, that said they lost at least 10% of business because of non-smoking. Is that true? Are there statistics to back that up? Do you know?
Well, they're going to tell you, and I appreciate the people at Harrah's because, frankly, they've been a little bit more honest with their numbers than some of the others. We've heard numbers as high as 40%. The real bottom line on this is you can't put a dollar figure or shouldn't put a dollar figure on somebody's health. I can tell you there's nobody that's sitting around with heart disease or lung disease or chronic asthma that's saying, good Lord, I sure wish we could smoke in our casinos in Shreveport. They're just not saying that. The overwhelming majority of the visitors of the casinos and the bars here don't smoke and don't want people blowing smoke in their face. And statistics that we've seen show that at least half of the smokers themselves agree, it's probably a rude thing for me to do to be blowing this in somebody's face. And so even the smokers themselves agree this is something that needs to change. It changed 30 years ago when the airlines decided, oh, my good Lord, nobody's going to fly anymore because we've disallowed smoking on these cross-America flights. You can't get from New York to Los Angeles anymore without a cigarette. Nobody's going to fly anymore. They're going to have to take trains and buses. It's going to be horrible. The airlines were threatening all kinds of horrible things, and it's the same thing that we're hearing from the casinos now. But virtually every casino that has gone smoke-free has recouped any losses that they had from their smoking constituency, and frankly are doing much better.
Randy,
their employees like it better. Their bottom line is better.
Let me interrupt. Sorry about that. We're in a little bit of a unique position here because we have casinos across the river. 1 minute, 2 minute drive. Bossier City has 3 really big competitive casinos. Are you going after smoking at those casinos next, or what's the plan?
We're going after smoking at bars and casinos all across Louisiana. I would expect that you will see legislation next year. When I mentioned that Shreveport is the 30th municipality, we've got literally hundreds of municipalities in Louisiana that have a variety of smoking, non-smoking, vaping, marijuana laws, rules, and regulations. We think it needs to be standardized. The casinos themselves will tell you, We want it standardized. We want everybody playing by the same rules.
Because you're going to have Shreveport leaders here that are going to say, and again, I'm a gambler who doesn't want to sit by a smoker, so I'm excited about this. But you're going to hear Shreveport leaders say we're going to lose jobs in our casinos because a lot of the gamblers will now decide I'm going to Bossier because I want to smoke while I'm gambling. How big a concern is that in terms of the job loss and the loss of customers?
You know, you're not going to see that. I'm going to tell you that that's just Chicken Little screaming that the sky is falling, because it hasn't happened elsewhere. Didn't happen in New Orleans, and we heard you're going to lose teachers, you're going to lose law enforcement, you're going to lose money for your roads, and it just didn't happen. The news conference that we're going to have today will include some of the leaders that are going to say, we are so proud that Shreveport is being progressive enough to be one of these great smoke-free cities. It's happened all across America, and they are thriving. People want to go to smoke-free facilities. They're going to find that in Shreveport. Shreveport should be very, very proud. They shouldn't be scared, and people are coming from Bossier. They're going to come over here. They're going to come over here because it's going to be a more pleasant experience. So I have no fears at all about we're going to lose employees at the casinos. We're going to lose teachers and firefighters, and we're just not going to have any money anymore to provide the services. That just is not going to happen. And you're going to talk to bar owners. They're going to say, my employees are happier. They're more productive. The customers like it better. Business has been better because the majority of people don't smoke and don't like that environment.